the fact that the government mentioned herd immunity was a massive mistake. Herd immunity matters in terms of calculating how the infection might go through the population and when it might stop spreading as fast. That's important information to consider, because once you get past about 60% of the population infected recently, it won't be spreading as quickly because it will come across someone who is immune, so will not be able to take the virus on, allow it to replicate and spread to the next person. It will come across more barriers in immune people, if you see what I mean. But the idea that we can somehow create that herd immunity as a positive thing is pretty depressing and shocking and wrong. So I think that was probably a science to politics miscommunication, and then Boris Johnson just going off on one. But that's the principle, yes. Someone mentioned, are you immune? And I think that's another problem with talking about herd immunity. We don't know. It could just be for 3 months, like Rita said. It probably does give you some immunity immediately after. And I think probably the more severe you get it, the more immune you are to it. That's another pattern we've seen. But we don't know yet with this virus. So I think we can't rely on that as a principle of managing the situation. And equally as an individual, it would be silly to get it in order to then be immune. Not just because you're passing it on to all these other people having got it, but because you might get it again. So
yeah,
that's my message on that. Yeah.
And because there has been a couple of cases of people who had coronavirus, tested negative, and then had it again, and we're not really sure if that's just like a problem with the testing that they had, or what exactly is going on there. So essentially, like, the evidence isn't really clear about whether you can catch it again and the immunity that you get.